Magnum PI here. Just finished with the full Lamborghini review. Austin doesn't know this, but Austin, you just closed your first sale.
Yay.
And by the way, we'll be giving that wonderful couple a call later today. And that's a real big deal for Austin. We just had a wonderful couple out of Texas, which is our largest state, coming with $250,000 freaking dollars into the Deck 2 Island project. God bless you guys. And for a limited time, if you get in today, the next 3 people to execute on our no bank debt asset and book your immediate vacation and then put your key into the ignition at islandproject.com will get a full call, about 15-30 minutes from Austin and I. And on the house, I'll give you a full portfolio crypto review, absolutely included, because there's a ton of money to make in this environment. But first I want to talk about, please like and share, and welcome to the live stream. It's about 8 a.m. in the Diamond Nuts boo, which you can see Diamond Head Nuts right behind us. And we have had some very cryptic news from the White House, son. So for those of you not in the know, the White House just put out 2 posts yesterday. One was a flashing grid down, blackout, comms down screen, which they left up. I've never seen anything like this from the White House at all. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is here in a minute, which I figured out last night. And they also put out another post, which appeared to be Carolyn Levitt speaking to either the president or somebody in charge about a missile launch. Something along the lines, well, we're going to launch, right? And then the male voice responds, yes. Now that X post or tweet was taken down from the White House official page. So what do I think is going on? You have massive Ministry of War propaganda right now, of course, with the war with Iran and Donald Trump wrapping that up. And although that's very controversial, I do believe that most of the Iran war is over. Yes, there's going to be troops. Yes, there's going to be a military presence, but I mean, that's biblical. Like we've already been there for hundreds, arguably thousands of years. There's always drama and turmoil going on in the Middle East. So keep your eye on that, because it's putting a lot of pressure, of course, on capital markets as we go through this big transitionary reset phase. But what was the White House also doing? Well, of course, I believe the White House, Austin, was alerting CIA, and I believe it was a form of communication or comms, meaning that they're moving into continuity of government and they're going dark. So essentially, when they want to go to manual mode, they have to alert their agents around the world. And it was a way to not only signal to America's enemy, Iran, something very specific, probably an imminent further strike force, but second, a communication to comms that we're going dark. So in my view, we also have Vance in a very secure location right now, as they are prepping for some kind of magnificent event coming. So just keep this in mind, that like what you're seeing in social media, it's even coming from the White House, is the most dramatic ministry of propaganda. Honestly, I could argue organized, terror, over the American people. And this has been going on for a long time, whether or not it was 2020, which a lot of people already have forgotten. Isn't it amazing? The sheep have already forgotten what happened during 2020. It's like that never even happened, even though it was like the biggest crisis point, supposedly, of everybody's life. And now they've quickly moved on to, of course, the Iran war. Let's go over capital markets here. The private credit markets are set to absolutely blow up. This means Americans' bank accounts will close. This means we're going to have capital controls very soon. This means the largest too big to fail banks in the world, many are going bankrupt. And still very, very few of you actually, I mean, a lot of you do, I'm preaching to the choir, but very few, especially if you're new here, still don't understand what we've done with the Island Project. We have no bank debt. We have no bank debt because we've been planning on Wall Street and the private credit markets blowing up. We have been planning for bank runs. So understand this, when Austin and I are out, touring, we're having a good time in our Lamborghini, we're a no bank debt asset. So as the banks implode, as Wall Street goes to zero, as private credit markets have a nuclear bomb go off, okay, and your funds are frozen at your bank, all of my members are in a no bank debt asset. We're going to be buying more Ferraris, more Lambos, more freaking real estate with no bank debt. You understand that, right? And these other people that you're tuning into, I'm not going to name their names, but you know, Austin and I and Papa John, we talk about this all the time. These other people you're following online, not to name names, but selling you commercial projects and commercial buildings, they're 90% balls to the wall levered, guys. Their companies will blow up and go bankrupt in this environment. And the only survivors will be no bank debt, assets with cash flows that have been built, just like the three little piggies, on a foundation of rock, biblically. So again, you always hope for the best, you play offense, etc., but you also want to play defense. And you know, just something I want to share with you too, which I've said for many years, many of you are gambling with your money. You're gambling like you're playing a lottery ticket in crypto. I love crypto, I own a ton of it, but you're gambling. You're literally giving yourself a 50-50 coin flip shot. Many of you are married to certain cryptos. It's not a guarantee, guys. And I've said this for years. The only guarantee is what you see here. The only guaranteed move in investment and winning strategy is no bank debt assets. The only guarantee is islandproject.com. And my 400 members, and now the brand new wonderful couple from Texas, hoorah, American Patriots just came in, courtesy of Austin, know that. Because in this environment, you don't want any bank debt, guys. Because what Wall Street is going to do next is manipulate our financial system in a way that, in my opinion, is going to screw most of middle America. They're going to manipulate everything, just like they've manipulated gold, just like they manipulated silver recently, which I told you they do, just like they're manipulating crypto, just like they're manipulating the stock market, just like they're manipulating treasuries and the bond market, just like the central bank manipulates interest rates, just like they have 0% reserve requirements at all the banks, which they established in March 2020. For those of you who don't know, meaning the whole financial system's rigged. It means that if you deposit any amount of money at the bank, poof, it's gone immediately. There is no reserves. We have 100% reserves. Again, a lot of you still don't get this, that the entire US financial system is set to burn in hell. And the only thing that will survive is islandproject.com nation. So let's get some commentary from Austin, because we've had some time to review our amazing new Island Project member Lamborghini. Austin, quick thoughts on the new car. It's absolutely sick.
Gorgeous car, very great. Love the blueness of it on the outside. It looks like a whale. That's why we call it the whale, right?
Yeah, no, I was even thinking too, like every time I see it, it's like, there she blows. Cool, man. Well, we've had a good trip.
Yep.
We've also been able to spend some quality time with Papa John, and also keep that in mind. And we went to a hula dance last night with Mrs. Universe Tokyo, Japan, my dad's wife, which was really cool to see. But I want you to keep this in mind too. Again, as the Ministry of Propaganda at the White House continues to screw with your mind, and as they continue to burn up the entire system, and now that we're moving into energy lockdowns 2.0, which I was the first to tell you about that the first lockdowns weren't, that wasn't the end of it. No, there's going to be energy lockdowns. There's going to be capital controls, financial lockdowns. They're going to screw with your money next, because that's what governments do. I mean, governments are there for control, power, usury, really slavery, and then of course, forced labor taxation, right? Property taxes, sales taxes, excise taxes, death taxes. I mean, the list goes on and on. Capital gains taxes, interest income taxes, ordinary income taxes. The list goes on and on. And the only reason they're there, like Tony Soprano, is essentially to extort, okay, like a gangbanger, and then send all of your money to people like Zelensky in Ukraine and failed wars, or drop more bombs on Iran. And again, that's just the truth. So I get passionate, but it is the 26th of March, and I'm telling you, something major is going to go down in 24 to 48 hours, because that comms that came from the White House is some kind of dramatic signal to operatives in and outside the United States, to agents. I guarantee JD Vance is in the second presidential doomsday plane as we speak. Laguna Beach, California, by the way, had a nuclear event warning yesterday with sirens wailing, which no one had ever heard before in Laguna Beach. So they're running all these tests right now. And again, what's the point here? You're being manipulated. You're being absolutely manipulated by your government. Man, isn't it crazy? The level of psychological terror that the US government and the mainstream media can put into your mind on a daily basis. Don't they love scaring the crap out of you? Remember during the lockdowns in 2020, they said everybody was gonna die and toilet paper runs and get your body bags out. And Austin and I were just chilling with our sunglasses on, hanging out at the beach. And the same thing's gonna happen this time. Ladies and gentlemen, you might as well go live your life. You might as well get your money out of the banks into the guaranteed sure thing investment. You might as well get out of debt. You might as well drive a Lamborghini. You might as well book your immediate stay and vacation here with Papa John at 808-442-2934. So let's see what else is in the news today. Crypto, definitely buy that dip. Continue to DCA. More pressure on gold and silver, which I told you, gold and silver we're going to dump because the dirty deep state traffickers were going to manipulate it lower. Let's see other news. Longest wait times in history at the airports. Donald Trump has essentially deployed Marshal LAW to the airports. I mean, it's just total pandemonium, guys. It's total pandemonium, and that's because your politicians and the bankster class and all of these pricks are crooks. Every single last one of them. So I'm just telling you, most of what you're seeing isn't real. It's coming from the Ministry of Truth, Ministry of Propaganda accounts. Even the White House is screwing with your mind right now. I mean, honestly, the comms that they put out at the White House account probably doesn't even have anything to do with the war. It's probably just Donald Trump launching a new crypto. I mean, he's already launched like 10 since he became president of the United States. I mean, again, I admire it. I admire his merchandising power. I saw Millennia just came out with new freedom necklaces. They're like $900 a pop. We've got Trump watches. We've got the new Melania movie. I mean, I've never seen a man merge presidential executive branch power with merchandising and ShamWow prowess before. And I'm all for it. Donald Trump and his family should make as much money as possible. He obviously knows Rome is burning as well, which is probably why he's putting out those comms telling everybody we're going to go dark in the next 24 to 48 hours. Inflation, still running hot. Debt, new record all-time highs. Trump has printed more than any other president combined in history, all the presidents combined. So, son, this is just ridiculous. Like, again, how the middle class will continue to be massacred as a result of Washington, D.C. It is the biggest massacre that has ever probably occurred since the times of kings and queens and plebes and serfs in a feudal system. We have never seen anything like this before. Of course, the elites are also entering an AI dystopia. Melania Trump was walking with a freakish robot on the red carpet at the White House yesterday. I mean, again, they're not holding back, guys. It's all about manipulation. It's all about screwing the American public. It's all about making you poor and putting you on UBI. And we're the exact opposite. So I love you guys. I wanted to do that immediate update. We're going to go grab some breakfast. Congratulations, Austin. Give me a little poundage action there. We love you. But the urgency of this message is you need to get out of the banks now, today. You need to be the couple from Texas that just came in, okay? Enjoy and live your life boldly in faith and step into that now. Turn off your social media. It's all fake. Even the White House account is fake. It's all ministry of propaganda. It's all untruths. It's all lies. It's all BS. You're being fooled with. And the only guarantee is betting on yourself, getting into real physical assets like what you see behind us, putting your finger on the trigger and enjoying your life and living boldly while you can. Look, your life is slipping between your fingers, folks. You have very little time to execute. I just lost my father-in-law. Austin just lost his grandpa. And that's just another testimony to go big. Again, the only thing that really matters is having faith, freedom, taking risks in your life, living without regrets, and enjoying the moments while you can, which honestly, I think the best thing about our whole trip, son, just been spending quality time together. You, I, Papa John, Yumiko, just honestly, just having a good time and taking in life and the beautiful view. And I want to say this too. Again, your mainstream media is such a sack of crap. Most of what you've seen about Hawaii recently is fake news as well. Yes, we had floods. Yes, it was pretty bad for a couple days. It's freaking beautiful, dude. Like you're seeing the news, fake news. It's fine. You want to go surfing? Like again, if you're living in fear, you're not going to get rich. If you're gambling your money away with false hope on random cryptos, you're not going to get rich. If you want to get rich in the guaranteed sure thing, no bank debt asset, passive income, cash flows, capital gains, you want to drive a freaking Lamborghini, not just watch other people do it. Okay, if you want to stay at our mega mansions in a no bank debt asset class and you want to tokenize with us in an absolute 1000x freaking moment, a guaranteed multi-$100 million, soon to be $1 billion portfolio, it's simple. Pull the trigger, click the link below, call, text Papa John, make sure you get in. 808-442-2934. And again, the next 3 of you that get in, including the couple that Austin just brought in from Texas, you're also going to get a personal call from me, 15, 30 minutes, Austin and I. I will do a full portfolio review, and you can ask me anything, ask him anything. We're going to obviously thank you. But also, I've got some crypto tips I'm not giving away for free. I'm only giving away for our members. Because again, folks, I can't cash flow you if I don't know you. And I've only got so much time in the day, and we already have 400 members, and that is a special network group that you only have access to at the Island Project. Christian-led nation, Christian ballers, faith first, God first. And I also want to drive home this point one more time, Austin. And then we're going to go get some breakfast. I want to drive home this point one more time. While the financial markets collapse, our members driving Lamborghinis. When the bank runs hit, our members hanging out at mansions with no bank debt. When the Ministry of Propaganda puts out more fear, our members live in 1000x. See, there's a difference there. And I want you to understand that. You're seeing who's strong. You're seeing the strength now, right? You build on a foundation that's solid, guess who wins? You're looking at the guys that win. Our members win. Papa John wins. No bank debt. You're freaking welcome. We love you. And Austin, who's the king?
Jesus Christ is king.
Jesus Christ is king. We love you. God bless.